He's a general. He's got the stars and everything. I go up to him and I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, I'm American. And he's like, yeah, you're American. What else? And he's like, but you look Arab. I'm like, oh, my parents are Syrian. He's like, oh, forget about America. You know, that he doesn't want to talk about that. He's like, just, you're Syrian. We love Syrians. And I was like, we love Egyptians. And again, the two countries have had a very good relationship throughout history. And Syrians, they just seem to love Egyptians. And Egyptians just seem to love Syrians. And they love each other's accents. It's an interesting thing. And actually, my sister is married to someone who is from, uh, who is Egyptian, and she's Syrian. So, you know, good relationships. I go up and I was like, I want to ride in the box, and he's like, no, you know, he's like, are you willing to get handcuffed? Haha. And I was just laughing, and I was like, no, I really just one time, you know, it's okay, da da da. Basically, I talked them into it, and all the Egyptians stood in disbelief. They wouldn't let them take pictures of me. They said that was illegal, which I thought was funny. You know, they didn't want proof of it. Maybe they would get in trouble. But I rode in the back, and you know, we just chilled, and I talked with the cops. It was a cool thing, but you know, it was just about me saying, you know, when I put my mind to something, I'm gonna do it, and I proved them all wrong, and I didn't get beat or handcuffed, so it was cool. But in the end, they were acting really mean and stuff. I'm just gonna add three interesting things. One, when I was still, and I'm still at my friend Tom's place right now, just stopping by, but I got a new place. Um, when I was here one day, there was a wedding and they had a really nice band. I don't know why I wrote this down, but I just thought that they played very, very well. And it was with like, you know, band instruments, but it was like Arabic music. And it was really cool. Um, Another thing, in Damascus, a lot of people think I'm Saudi or from the Gulf in general. I don't know why. They say I look Saudi. I don't know. Do I look Saudi? And perhaps I speak Saudi. Now, in Egypt, they've been telling me that as well. And I guess the culmination of it all is when I'm in a microbus and there's a Saudi guy in there, and he didn't pay or anything. You know, we were helping him out, me and my Egyptian friend. And he's like, even though he looks Egyptian, I mean, dark guy. I mean, a lot of Arabs look alike. And so we we tell him where you're from. He's like, I'm Saudi. He's like, you're Saudi too, aren't you? Talking to me, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm Syrian. I flip over from my broken Egyptian to my Syrian accent, which is also broken, but you know, you try. And I'm speaking to him in my Syrian accent, and he's like, no, you are Saudi. And I was like, where are you from? And he tells me. I was like, oh yeah, because you know, I had some Saudi friends. Well, I hope that, you know, we're still friends. I have Saudi friends. I met them at my university, MSU. And so we're talking and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I know that place, and this place, and this place. You know, I was telling him the different areas. And I was like, and there's this one place, and I was telling him where one of my friends is from, and he's like, yeah, that's where you're from. You got that accent. And so even the Saudi guy thinks I'm from Saudi Arabia. It's very interesting. The bad thing is, usually Saudis have a lot of money, and they spend a lot more, so people want to cheat me and make me pay more. Another interesting thing, I was just walking and I saw a guy using this metal thing, you know, the metal against metal where it's like and the sparks go out. I was just walking on the street, on the sidewalk, and it just started spraying all these sparks at me, like nothing was happening. Like there's no awareness of there is a person walking there, and almost got that stuff on me. Uh, another time, and this happened within the same week. I was walking, this guy was sanding this cement wall. It was like brown or something. So he had all this brown smoke. This guy's face was covered in this brown smoke, right? And it almost got on me as well. And I was like, ah, no concern. So just random things. And so yeah, that's my experience with the protest. I was there, and then I could tell my parents, you know, I was in a protest. I mean, I didn't really participate. I just walked there just to see what happened, and everyone told me to be aware because if the cops run in, start throwing tear gas and stuff, you got to run out of there, and it's going to be a whole big mess. So I'm glad nothing happened, but I just wanted to get the experience of like what's going on, and these people are not afraid, and I don't know, something big may happen soon. We'll see. All right, thanks. Assalamu alaikum.